Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome into your homes. Today we are reading from Luke chapter 2, verse 22 to 40. When the time came for their purification according to the law of Moses, the parents of Jesus brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, as it is written in the law of the Lord. Every male who first opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was righteous and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Spirit was upon him, and it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came in the Spirit into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, that you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and for the glory to your people Israel. The child's father and mother were amazed at what was said about him. And Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is destined for the fall and rise of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be contradicted, and you yourself a sword will pierce, so that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. There was also a prophetess Anna, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was advanced in years, having lived 77 years with a husband after her marriage, and then as a widow until she was 84. She never left the temple, but worshipped night and day with fasting and prayer. And coming forward at that very time, she gave thanks to God and spoke about the child to all who were awaiting the redemption of Jerusalem. When they had fulfilled all the prescriptions of the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, to their own town of Nazareth. The child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. Jesus was presented in the temple in Jerusalem by his parents, in accordance with the Jewish law. In the opening chapters of his gospel, Luke portrays Jesus' parents as faithfully observing Jewish law. In this way, he wants to stress that the movement that became known as Christianity has its roots deeply in the Jewish faith. In the Jewish scriptures, especially in the prophet Isaiah, Israel's role was to be a light to the Gentiles, to reveal the light of God to the world. According to our reading, the elderly Simeon, a devout Jew, recognizes Mary and Joseph's child as the one who is to embody this calling of Israel. He is to be a light to enlighten the pagans, and in being faithful to this role, he will bring glory to Israel. Simeon has spent his life looking forward to Israel's comforting. When Mary and Joseph entered the temple with their newborn first child on that day, Simeon's longing and hopes were brought to fulfillment. It has been said that Simeon has become the patron saint of those who, having meaning at last in their lives, are able to let go and surrender to the Lord. His prayer of surrender has become part of the night prayer of the church. We pray that prayer as people who have been graced by God's light shining through Jesus. Like Simeon, we have come to recognize Jesus as the light to enlighten the pagans and the glory of Israel. We have candles blessed. We light them and carry them as a sign of our joy of discovering Jesus as the light of the world. Dear friends, indeed, every time we light a candle in the church or at home, we are acknowledging Jesus as the light of the world, and we are also recognizing our own need for his gracious light as we struggle with the various forms of darkness in our lives. Shalom. Peace.